Greetings everybody and welcome to a new video. My name is Fuko and today we are taming ourselves a Tyranno Dominator. We are on the beautiful map of Aberration because I have actually found a 140 Tyranno Dominator on this map that we will tame a little bit later. But first of all, we are gonna talk a little bit about what the Tyranno Dominator is. It's a new mod creature, and it's a little bit smaller than Tyrannosaurus Rex, just a tiny bit, but it's a really mean motherfucker, trust me. Their entire kit revolves around crowd control, so they have a very bassy, very loud, amazing roar that can stun you and send you back like 100 meters from them. Like, they literally launch you away from them. So it can be pretty dangerous to actually go up to them and start the taming progress, because if you're close to an edge of a cliff, they can 100% just throw you down there and you die of falling damage, or they just knock you into the elemental rivers of Aberration. You don't have to tame them on Aberration though. They are on every story map of Ark, as far as I know. They are on Island with the normal Tyranno Dominator version. They are on Scorched Earth with a Scorched version. They are on Extinction with a Sundered version. And they are on Aberration with an Aberrant version. All the different versions can sadly not interbreed with each other. They are their own thing. They have their own color regions. And all of them look slightly different from each other, at least in the coloration of their natural occurring colors. And yeah, they look amazing. I really love the design they chose for this new teraod creature. So let's get to the trap that I have set up for this animal. And I have already trapped one before I started the video, because the trapping progress is basically the same as it would be for any other knockout tame. So let's get right into the elemental Reaper Queen chambers. So why did I choose to tame one in this extremely hostile region, which is probably like in the top 3 most dangerous regions of any arcs, the Reaper Queen chambers on Aberration? The reason is they are overspawning in this biome, like, so much. There are so many Tyranno Dominators here. Look at how many there are actually spawning on Aberration. I was for like an hour trying to get one on Scorched Earth and on Island, and they would just not spawn. But on maps like Aberration and Extinction, they actually spawn really great. Like, there's so much spawning on these two maps. So I probably put in a little graphic here to show you from my own experience how well these animals are actually spawning on these maps. And you can make your own decision where you actually want to tame one of these giant terapods. And let me tell you, if you have these animals in your game will increase in sound by like 100%. If you have more than one Tyranno Dominator on the screen at all times, they are so loud. Especially if you're wearing headphones, you will absolutely hate them just screaming at you all the time. So as you can see, a female aberrant is already in my trap. You see that I have chosen the absolutely worst possible region to build this trap. But this trap is actually pretty good for me, pretty well working. So Jesus Christ. So as you can hear, they are extremely loud. And they will not stop roaring at you. They just continue to do this stuff forever. Okay, so what do you have to keep in mind when starting the taming progress of these things? First of all, their roar. That is sending you back like hundreds of meters. That's why I made this little cage. When he roars, he just sends me back into the cage and I will not be sent into the elemental rivers. They also have a seismic like tail swipe. When they use that one, they send a seismic wave of like rubble towards you. And this absolutely nukes your armor. So you better take a few extra pieces of high quality hazmat suits with you. Or you are using a creature that you can shoot off from the back. Sadly, they removed this feature from the rock drakes 2 days ago with the last patch, so I can no longer shoot off the rock drakes back. Which is very, very sad for me, so I have to do this on foot, basically. The taming method is just like it is for the Rock Golem and Titanosaurus. You have to use rocket launchers and special ammo that is unlocked with the download of this mod. They are called cannon rockets, and you can make them by combining cannon bolts and normal rocket-propelled grenades in the fabricator or replicator. And as you can see, they are pretty light, so the wiki said that 150 animal should take between 10 and 20. I think they said like 15 rocket launchers or something like that. 15 grenades or something, but I am not 100% sure. So, as you can see, I have very, very good hazmat suits on. Thank you to my Drakelings that have been very generous in the Dragon Hordes, giving me a lot of very, very nice hazmat suits. And I would say we will just immediately start. But before I start it, I am putting my Rock Drake to passive. It's already on passive. So what I thought was, when he uses his tail swipe, I will just mount my Rock Drake, so the damage will not inflict on my armor. But the Rock Drake is a little bit big. So you have to hit their heads for them to gain torpor. And this trap that I built is a very easy design. Just put a few pillars up and then a giant window. Oh nice, he's focusing my Rock Drake, so I can just do this. Did that hit? Oh yeah, it hit. Great. 1000 torpor for every grenade. Every time I hit him with the rocket, he has to relocate his jaw. Very nicely animated feature. I just have to pay attention not to be thrown into the elemental river here. I picked a very, very bad time to do this, because right now there is a fucking earthquake. Nope. Yeah. The absolute best timing to do this is when he does his roar. Because when he does his roar, he's just standing still. It's already very bloody. Nope, that was the body. That was very bad. I cannot do this 4 more times or he dies. Yep, that one hit. Perfect. Has to relocate his jaw again. And again. Oh, nice. I'm on a roll here. Again. No, fuck. Okay. I can only miss one more time. It's very rough. Every time you hit, you just do 1000 damage. I guess we could like bring him a corpse to regenerate some HP. I'm probably doing that because I don't want him to die. Look at this mean motherfucker. Got you. I will not try my luck again with a shot. I will do my best just to wait until he uses his roar. Like this one. So you need, for a level 150, you need 2 rocket launchers and there he goes. 2 rocket launchers and about 22 to 25 ammunition. Great! Look at him. Wild female, aberrant Tyranno Dominator. Let's see what he wants. He wants exceptional kibble. Free only for me, because I'm on ×4 or ×5 taming. So for a level 150 on normal settings, this would probably be between 15 and 18 exceptional kibble. I will tame him out and then bring him home into the comfy base of Aberration, and then I will be back. See you guys later. I wanted to include that as well. The cannon rocket that you are needing to knock these big terapods out, you can unlock at level 65, and the Tyranno Dominator stuff, like the saddle, etc., is at level 75. And you can see here, there are a lot of different armor pieces, because this animal you can actually equip with a full body armor set. It's like the Survivor, just as a dinosaur. And here is the spreadsheet from the Google document. I didn't want to tell you guys bullshit, so here's what the different attachments actually can do. So there's a normal saddle of an armor value of 15. It's actually 25 right now. So the leg attachment makes you 5% faster with an armor value of 5. Also has a 5% damage reduction. Tail attachment makes the tail attacks more damage and have 5 armor. Arm attachment allows the Tyranno Dominator to have 2% damage reduction and has the armor of 5. Helmet attachment allows the Tyranno Dominator to take 25% less damage to its head and has an armor value of 5. And the grenade launcher attachment allows the Dominator to shoot grenades, slows Tyranno Dominator by 50%, and shooting requires to stand still. The grenade launcher attachment is actually not in the game currently. It is something for the future of this mod. And here we are again, not on Aberration like I promised before, but on a on my beautiful little Ragnarok base. I'm just full in Ragnarok mode right now, so we're doing this right here. Here is the out-tamed aberrant Tyranno Dominator. You see, I've already equipped him with a saddle, And not only is saddled, but also with his little accessories. Very, very nice attachments. They really make the entire animal look way more badass. Like a full armored tank that you ride into battle. I really love it. So, let's try this one out. First of all, the first thing you will notice is it is incredibly fast and very agile. It's turning on the spot, basically, and the stamina is never running out. You can even press the auto attack. You see the stamina bar is almost never moving. So this one is an amazingly agile teraod. You could even go as far to level it completely into movement speed. I wonder how fast these things will be able to go when you actually pump all the way into movement speed. Plus your already 100% imprint if you breed them. So, what can this baby actually do? First of all, you can run off cliffs. They don't take fall damage. They are completely immune to fall damage, which works perfectly with their space ability, which is a jump. You can either press space really quickly and short, and it does a little jumping, or you can hold space and it does an amazingly wide and long jump. Look at this. He's jumping like 100 meters. And this will allow you to jump over such wide chasms and cliffs. It's amazing. Which makes these especially these aberrant Tyranno Dominators extremely nice for the red zone on Aberration 2, in my opinion. You can just jump over the elemental rivers and stuff like this. Or even steal Drake Eggs, if you're getting really creative with it. He has a normal left click attack, of course. If you look in front of you, it does a chomp. If you look behind you, it does a tail swoop. If you do the right mouse button, it does a signature move, which is the sending you back 100 meters with an explosive roar attack. And the hitbox goes actually where you're looking at the moment. You saw the trees fell down when I looked behind me. Yeah, the hitbox is moving with you when you move your screen. And this roar is amazing to send people off of cliffs or stun them. Well, it's not really a stun. They are like slowed by 80% for like 5 seconds, I believe. But this is probably amazing in PvP. Just sending people off cliffs without even having to fight them. So this thing is amazing at crowd control. Not only because of his explosive roar that sends people back like 200 meters, but also because of his tail swipe. You have seen that one before when I tamed this beast. It constantly tail swipe like the seismic tail attack my rock drake. And if that hits a survivor, it absolutely shreds armor. So yeah, don't get hit by that if you are a foot survivor. It will absolutely nuke your armor durability. And it looks like this, left control. The hitbox is kind of fidgety. Sometimes it hits the animal that you're aiming for, sometimes it doesn't. But it is a giant hitbox, like it's a giant cone in front of you that it's actually hitting. And it sends targets back slightly as well. Also, it can hit one target multiple times. Like if the target is big enough, you can hit like the same target 4 or 5 times, and it does this amount of damage multiple times, of course. So it's about 25% of your melee as damage, and you see how far the reach of that thing actually is. It goes for like 200 meters. So you will be able to hit a ton of things and actually slow them, send them back slightly. This thing is basically amazing at anything that's crowd control. So yeah, there's also a cosmetic roar, which is not as cool as the explosive roar, of course. The explosive roar is the best one. It can also turn in place if you hold the G button, transforming it into a little bit of a turret. Basically just defending the space you are in right now. And that's basically all there is to this thing. Okay, the bite does about 80% of my melee. Let's do a tail swipe. That one... I hit something, but not the thing that I was aiming for. Let's hit those. Yeah, this thing is really complicated to aim. Let's see if I can... Okay, this time it hit. Yeah, the explosive roar is much easier to actually hit with. It does have a cooldown, like you can see in the top corner. You can only use it every 30 seconds. So you cannot stun lock everybody just spamming this ability every 4 seconds. Like the wild versions actually do. Like if you're taming these things, they spam the tail and the explosive roar like every 5 seconds. It's so annoying. They barely move from their place. They just do tail swipe roar, tail swipe roar, tail swipe roar. So getting them into the actual trap is a tiny bit frustrating at times. So you have seen this beautiful animal fight. Now I'm gonna show you the different versions of this beautiful animal. So see you then. And here we have all the 4 different versions of the animal. You see they all have their own specific color regions that slightly variate from each other. All of the different versions have their own specific eyes. The aberrant version has its very dark violet aberrant eyes. The normal one that you can find on island has the very red, very dark, evil looking ones. The scorched version has deep blue eyes. They all come with the same eye colorations depending on the version that you tame, by the way. And the sundered version has this kind of ghostly, dead looking white eyes. These spawn exclusively on extinction. So you see they all have their own color regions that slightly differentiate from each other. The most obvious things on the normal one that is spawning on the island is this lightning-like line that is going all over the sides of his back to the very end. Then you have the scorched version, who has like this lightning strikes all over his body kinda, and they come in usually very deep red variations fitting to the desert and the canyons that they spawn in on scorched earth. The sundered version mostly spawns in yellowish white colorations fitting to the wastelands of extinction that they spawn in. And the aberrant version usually spawns in very dark grayish black and violet variations, all fitting to their respective maps. If I would have to choose, I would probably go with the aberrant ones, because I like violet and black and they are also immune to radiation, or the deep reddish scorched earth variations. Sadly, if you want to tame one on Scorched Earth or Island, you have to be extremely patient, because on these two maps they kind of underspawn a lot. So you have to be very, very patient. If you just want to tame any of them, go to Aberration, they overspawn in the Queen Chambers. Or go to Extinction, there's always like 5 to 6 on the map in the Wastelands. So that was all there was to say on this beautiful animal, on this new catalog of the Ark Survival Ascended mod catalog. So I hope you really liked this video, and if you did, give me a like or maybe subscribe to the channel. It helps me a lot. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm Fuko. See you next time. Goodbye.